Hey, howdy there again, folks. Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering of my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler platter video, series of videos I've been doing for a little while now. We're over there to try out food and drink items. I eat stuff and drink stuff. Then I talk about the stuff. I let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that I can go over there and highlight in these here videos after my consumption. And provided based off what you think of the videos, and maybe you'd be interested in the things as well. Or maybe this whole thing is just some weird, perverse ego trip that I'm feeding into on myself. Probably that. But anyway, I'm in the truck. If I'm in the truck, then that chances are that means I found a thing on the way to a place. That's the case today. And I'm also wearing a grody work shirt, unfortunately. Usually, just can't a little bit. Usually I like to wear cool shirts, but getting off work, grody work shirt. But anyway, what am I trying for y'all? Well, I had to go over there and stop off at the gas station, because need gas. Sadly, what with the gas prices and such. And I decided to stop in, and what did they have? But, well, folks, boom! We got a twofer. We got some sort of funky teas. They're Shaka, Island Vibes, Tea Hawaii. They're zero sugar, caffeine, carbs, calories. Got two flavors. They're herbal teas. Got Guava Gingerblossom and Pineapple Mint. Because why not? Weird Hawaiian hippie tea stuff. I like tea when it doesn't, when it's not, very tea-like. Kind of in the way that I like coffee when it's not very coffee-like. But yeah, I'll go in for, some tea stuff. I'll even go in for, unsweetened tea. It's one of the things that I drink when I'm trying to not drink so much soda. So, I'm hopeful with these. In my experience, when it comes to these kind of things, it's extremely hit or miss, because it depends on exactly how much they're putting the emphasis on the tea. If it's too much emphasis on the tea, then I'm usually not that big into it. But if they go over there and they kind of, have nice flavors and stuff, I can usually go with it. So, it's got a little story on the back. Based in either Hilo or Hilo, I apologize, Hawaii. Shaka tea is brewed with one of the rarest herbal teas in the world, mamaki, which is only found in the Hawaiian Islands. Rooted in our commitment to community, our mamaki is sustainably sourced from small local farmers and grown in volcanic, mineral-rich soil. Infused with premium botanicals, Shaka tea complements mindful living and comes in refreshing tropical flavors. Gently sweetened with monk fruit, our ohana is honored to be part of your wellness journey. Restoring native ecosystems. Planting mamaki is an act of conservation, supporting restorative agriculture, and providing critical habitat for our native pollinator butterfly. That is a word. Pullelehua. You pronounce it. And that says mahalo, Bella, and Harrison, who I guess are maybe the people who run the thing. It's non-GMO verified, all that good stuff. So, it definitely falls into, the kind of hippie tea stuff where it's it's things and it's sustainable. And I'm not here to criticize that, folks. In fact, if that's the case, that's fantastic. I don't know who these people are. I don't know anything about the organization or anything. Regardless of whether or not I like the stuff, I'm not going one way or another as far as, supporting that end of things. I'm just here to talk about how it tastes. Let's just get that out of the way. So, hopefully they're on the level and all that stuff and everything, but I don't want to go over there and endorse some company and be like, oh yeah, that sounds great. And then it's it turns out that, they go over there and they eat puppies and they go over there and light the elderly on fire. I don't want to get into that mess. But, it's tea. So, I'm going to try the Guava Gingerblossom first because Pineapple Mint has me a little bit excited. Because, folks, if you watch this channel, I love pineapple and I love mint. So, I'm hopeful. Whereas Guava Gingerblossom, okay. So, let's try some tea. We're going to shake it up, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. One of the advantages of doing this in the car, so when I go to do the shake thing, my arms are down here, whereas typically when I do it in the old house, they're a little bit more elevated. You get to see some of the arm flab moving. It's not attractive. Not attractive. Let's try this. On me, mind you. To other folks, I ain't hating on nobody, so. It smells good. It definitely smells very botanical. I think that's like the perfect way to put it. It has a very kind of flowery smell, but not overwhelmingly so. Let's give it a go. All right. Well, that's kind of a mixed experience. It's not bad, but at the same time, I don't know that it's my favorite thing that I've ever had to drink. It's kind of bitter and almost ranging on like a very, very light sourness, but more just bitter. And I mean, it's zero sugar and all that stuff, so I wasn't expecting it to be particularly sweet. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's definitely flowery. If you're somebody who's never had like flowery stuff in a drink, I've done a few things on this channel. I did like some elderberry lemonade stuff. I think I did Moxie. I think Moxie is flavored with like some sort of flower. I could be wrong on that one though. But yeah, I actually, in fact, not too long ago, posted this one up, some Choward's Violet Mints, which got some violet flavoring to them. Yeah, flower stuff is weird, man. It's because it's not a taste that your brain typically associates with food or like things that you should be consuming. It's it's very fragrant and it kind of has like, a sort of perfumey essence to it. So it can be very hit or miss when you decide to flavor something with it. With this, with the guava and then sort of with the overall kind of, somewhat bitterness of it. And mind you, it's not super bitter or anything. If it was, I'd be very unhappy. I'm not big on bitter as a flavor, typically. Yeah, it's you get sort of a, it drinks well, I'll say that. It's very smooth. You get sort of like a bitter hit, and then you get sort of like a light guava taste, and then you get sort of a floral kind of ending to it. So, I mean, you're definitely getting all the flavors in there. It's not super tea tasting in that, like, it's definitely the other flavors that are more at the forefront, which is good for me personally, because, again, I'm not a huge tea guy. But the fact that it's zero sugar and all that good stuff, that's good. I'm not saying it's not. But man, like my brain is like, a little sugar maybe would have made this a better drinking experience for me personally. So like I said, it's not bad, but it's an interesting flavor. I'll say that much. But it's not something I typically would go to. I would not personally reach for this again. I'm not saying it's bad or anything like that. There's just other flavored teas out there. I'm not saying they're responsibly sourced and all that good, all the things that this claims, but they're just more palatable for me personally. To that end, would I recommend it? It super depends on who you are. I got this at just a generic ass gas station. Okay, so I mean, the thing is, if you're going to grab like a flavored tea like this anyway, chances are you already kind of know what you're getting into. And if that's the case, then yes, I would suggest it because you probably already have an idea. If you're just like random dude McGee and you go into, you know, a 7-Eleven or what the hell ever, and you're like, burr, 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 burr. It's tea. It's got the thing. I know the thing. I'm hip with the kids. If you're not into wonky teas, then I don't know that this will really be your jam. So, it's not bad. It's just not personally my favorite thing in the world. So, let's try the other one. Hopefully this one is better. I want it to be. I will say I like the little addition of the cap. They gave it like a wood grain type feature. So, oh, please be good. Now I'm a little bit worried because that one I was hoping for a little bit, you know, again, not bad, but it's definitely minty. That much is sure. And I like mint and tea. I'm definitely a fan of that. So I like mint in most things, to be fair. I mean, you can put that shit on a burger. I'd find a way to love it. So I'm definitely getting mostly mint. There is sort of a very light pineapple smell. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes. Pineapple is typically a very sweet fruit. So here we go. Instantly, I can say I like it better than the other one, which I was expecting, to be fair. But again, I was a little bit worried. Now, I'll say this, it's still not exactly, again, like kind of what I'm used to with like the flavored teas and stuff like that. But again, zero sugar, you know, I have to keep reiterating that point because that, you know, kind of manages the expectations. There's still sort of that, like, you can tell there's a little bit of a bitterness to it, like with the other one, but I'm guessing this is the influence from the pineapple. It subsides much more quickly than the other one, so it doesn't reach that same sort of crescendo, which for me, I personally found to be a little bit abrasive with the other one, so this one isn't as bad in that regard. It's more overall drinkable to me, like just all around. And because it is non-sugar, you're not getting a huge hit of pineapple. It's not pineapple as I would personally love it. But it is there. It's sort of almost like an essence of pineapple, I guess is the best. Which realistically, when you're blending it with a tea, is probably how you want to have it anyway. You know, unless it's like brisk or, you know, Arizona or something like that. I like it. I will say that. My brain wants there to be more pineapple, because, like, I get this little essence of pineapple, and my brain, loving pineapple the way it does, it's like, oh boy, yippee, hooray! I like pineapple. But then it dials back really quickly, but then it becomes this very sort of, like, mild mint sort of cooling sensation throughout the course of it. And I actually really like that. So, to kind of give a summary of like the overall taste experience, again, you get sort of a teasing of that bitterness of the tea. Then you get sort of like a light fruitiness from the pineapple. And then sort of throughout the entire rest of the experience, and even lingering afterwards, you get that nice minty sensation. So, again, you know, my brain is like, you know, I like mint, I like pineapple, why isn't more? But this one, personally, I feel, again, is more drinkable than the other one. I feel like it blends better, but again, I think it's just personal taste thing. For being zero sugar and all that stuff, this one I'm personally pretty cool with. Whereas the other one, like I said, I don't think I'll get another one of those. This I could actually see grabbing another one of periodically. Not as like a regular drink or anything like that, but if I stop in at this particular gas station or another gas station that has it, I wouldn't mind picking one up every now and again. Is it going to be a replacement for, soda or whatever? No. Plus, I think, don't quote me on this because I forget exactly how much it costs, but I think it costs more than soda. Typically, things that are quote unquote better for you do. But overall, I can go with this one. It's a generally favorable experience. And whereas with the other one, I could see myself sort of learning to like that one a little bit if I had enough of it. Whereas with this one, I immediately kind of liked it, and then I'm liking it more as I'm drinking it. So I could see this being something where, like, if I drink it, on the semi-regular, it being something that I would be pretty into. So, So to that end, would I recommend this one? Same variables apply, really, as the other one. It really comes down to what your personal, kind of habits are when it comes to, like, teas and stuff. If you're a brisk person, if you're an Arizona person, and nothing against those, I drink those all the time. I did a review for the Arizona red tea not that long ago. Go watch that video. But, this being what it is, it really is, it falls into a different category. If you're already about that category, absolutely. If you're not, I will say, for me, I found this one to be easier to step into this category than the Guava Gingerblossom. All right, folks, that's going to do it for me. This one run a little bit long, but 2 items. So 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. If you could go over there and have yourselves a truly island vibes rest of your life, folks. What with the wiggity. I wouldn't be a very good island guy for so many reasons. I don't like the heat. I don't tan well. I'm a very pasty white guy. It's not a good time. Not a good time. Nothing against the island, folks. I'm good chilling in the Midwest. Final 2 things, folks. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated, even if it doesn't always feel like it. But what you do if you can't do it all the time? I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you do, folks. You try not to be an asshole. Okay? You're not always going to succeed. It's not going to happen. We all have our bad days. We all have our bad moments. But if you take stock of the situation, you try to mitigate the level of assholishness. Even if you're already mid-asshole. Okay? Stop. Take your head out of there. Think to yourself, is this worth me being full asshole? There are times when it is. There just are. But so I'll try to mitigate the level of assholesness. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Maybe you're going to go over there. You're going to drink some of this stuff. And you're going to fall in love with it. You're going to be like, you know what? I need to get in on this stuff. I need to go to Hawaii and with the island vibes and stuff like that. Which, by the way, just like as a quick aside, I don't know if this is going to be prevalent whenever anybody watches this video. I don't even know if it's prevalent now. But I do know that because, like, the whole, like, COVID situation we had and stuff, it was like a whole thing with Hawaii where they basically were telling people, please fuck off for a while. Like, we love tourism and having you here and stuff like that. There's too much of it right now. So, yeah, it doesn't always happen. In this case, yeah, it's specifically referring to Hawaii. And I'm not saying don't go to Hawaii or anything like that. I'm just saying, hey, there's other vacation destinations. But maybe you're going to like this stuff, and maybe you're going to start up your own tea farm that's, renewable and all that good stuff. I don't know. Or conversely, you go to an animal shelter and get yourself a pet, folks. Bye.